Hello everyone, I'm up on Armagh Road in Crumlin today, and as you can see behind me there's about 6 blocks that were built over 4 years ago for an approved housing body called Fold Housing. It's for over 55s housing accommodation, so there's a lot of people actually in this accommodation behind me that have serious mobility issues and find it quite difficult to access local facilities in our area as well. And I'll show you a couple of things about what's happening here, and something that's very important to note: how disconnected the community is from basic public services. There's a long walkway out here, that's the Rosary College School just on this side here, and there's a long walkway out to a road where main buses would run, and there was an 18 bus route before that ran up to Crumlin village and was disconnected by bus disconnects again by the National Transport Authority disgracefully. I've contacted the NTA about this to try and get the 17 and 18 bus routes back on because of vital connections in our communities. And a lot of people, as I said, have to access through down here to access the main road, and then aren't given a bus an opportunity to go up to the nearest shop. So a lot of people would access to go to shops would have to walk or look for friends or look for family members to try and give them lifts up there if they're able to manage that. So seriously isolated. And this is an issue as well because this is owned by a developer, this building. This is where the primary care centre is in Crumlin also as well. This has an interesting story because a number of years ago there was a cafe and a shop there and a chemist, and due to the owner putting the rent up, this was closed. So there's no access to a chemist here, there's no access to a small cafe, which is a great business here for a long number of years for people who want to access those services as well. So I'll show you a couple of things around here about this absolutely disgraceful carry on by the developer. Now, people who live in this first block, there is no green space for them to enjoy, or benches. And you can see these barriers up and hoarding up around the place. A lot of this blew down during the storm and it was replaced with barricades, fences. And have a look down that way. Dereliction, vacancy, absolutely disgraceful. And it's been left empty for years without any sanction, owned by a developer. And why isn't this on a vacant sites register? Why isn't it put back into use as a facility for people? But again, this is what developers do. They sit on land for years and years, leave it run into dereliction, but the property prices increase and the value of land increases, and they apply for planning permission, then sell it on. And this is the way it operates as well in our society, how developers make their profits. So not even a bench to sit on or anything else. And in behind this gated area as well, there was supposed to be a water feature which relies on stagnant water at the moment. Supposed to be using water off a water harvester to regenerate that pond and water feature that was behind, but now it's just absolutely disgraceful. And during warm weather as well, it builds up, and as I said, with stagnant water deals with a lot of issues in terms of smell for people in the area as well. So all these loads of issues happening here in Crumlin, absolutely disgraceful. Lack of connection, lack of facilities, lack of shops for people, lack of transport networks, transport routes, and I'll be committed to fighting with the people of this area and of Crumlin for better public services, better community centres, better services that people vitally need in our area, and to tackle the scourge of derelict sites that are a scourge on our community and society. And this has fallen into rack and ruin for years while the price of land goes up, and property developers and speculators, big investment managers, make huge profits at our expense to the detriment of communities. So thanks for all the support. Please vote Peter Dooley number 1 on June the 7th in the Crumlin Kimmage Mines local election area. I'll be standing up for better services for ordinary working class people and standing with communities to help get them organised, to get the services, facilities and resources that they so vitally need. So thanks for all the support. Take care. Bye bye.